Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com, and in this video, we're going to look at the content marketing results from my efforts here in 2017. Today is the first day of 2018, so it's a perfect time to look back at everything that happened, where I was at the start of the year, where I am at the end of the year as we're now beginning 2018. In the previous video, I did a very similar kind of analysis of the data of my main business, my wife and my authority niche site that is kind of our main business. This content and these numbers and these data points are all coming from the channel that you're watching right now, as well as my blog and also my email list, my blog being milesbeckler.com. So my goal here is to show you again, same as the last video, the results, the compounding results of your efforts when you focus on content marketing. You see, I do a bit of Facebook advertising, but I love organic traffic from search engines like Google and YouTube, which is why I'm a publisher here myself, and I'm going to show you how these numbers stack up. So this first column here is where I was at the beginning of 2017. This column here is where I am now today. I just pulled all of these numbers. When I was getting going, this channel kicked off with a 120-day challenge. I put out 120 videos in 120 days. That ended about December 22nd, December 23rd of last year. So these numbers are essentially the accumulation of my 120-day challenge. Then everything I've done in the new year is after the challenge. I bounced around my publishing schedule a bunch, but I really zeroed in on 3 videos per week. So for the majority of the results I've obtained here, this is 3 videos a week, whereas this was every single day, published once a day for 120 straight days. So let's jump into the numbers because this is the fun stuff, and this leads us to understand what's working and where to keep focusing our effort in the future, which is why I'm doing this. So YouTube in red because YouTube is red, and when I was at the new year, I had about 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, 11,000 total views, and 60,000 minutes viewed. So at the time, I was stoked on this, right? Like I thought that these numbers were absolutely astounding for 4 months of effort. Little did I know that continuing on would reap massive, massive results. Let's just jump right in and see what those numbers are. So now I've got 40,000 plus subscribers here on YouTube. I've had 1.6 million individual views on my videos here on YouTube, and I've got about 11 million minutes viewed. These numbers are absolutely astounding. And the key thing I want you to remember is that here I was publishing every single day in, day out, absolute brutal kind of pace to publishing. Here I found a much more comfortable pace, and it's consistency over long periods of time. Now, can you just jump to the consistency over long periods of time? Yes, but what happens when you do a big challenge first, a 90-day challenge or a 120-day challenge first, is you really push your channel's authority up quickly in the eyes of search engine. And I do personally believe that these results have been so significant because I started with this massive bulk of effort and I've followed through with consistent action over time. So to me, it's the combination of those kinds of approaches that create significant results. This is actually only about 4 months of effort. This is 12 months of effort. These numbers don't include these. This is just my numbers from this year. And here I am on the first of the year. You can tell I'm excited about this. I love content marketing. I love sharing this with you because I'd like to motivate you to take consistent action over long periods of time. That is my goal here. Then, my 3-pillar content strategy is all about taking the content you create and syndicating it to the other platforms. So me, I'm a YouTube content creator. This is the easiest method of content creation for me. So I start with a YouTube video, and then I have a team transcribe and copy edit my content and add it to my blog. Now that was a rocky start in the beginning of last year. I had a different team. I have another different team now working on it at this point, and I'm still fine-tuning my approach there. I haven't found that exact groove that I love, but I'm taking consistent action forward, right? I didn't game plan the perfect way to do it and all of a sudden I did it right. Not at all. I've been doing it what I would say incorrectly, but adapting over time. So let's look at what the results there are. And a quick note, I had my blog running all of last year, all of the year before. My blog's been around for about 4 years, although I wasn't publishing on it much. So as of the first of the year, the first of 2017, I had 3,700 visits in all of 2016 to my website, 2,300 individual users over that 12-month period, 6,800 pages viewed in total. I wasn't consistently publishing, and I wasn't happy with the content that I was publishing at this period in time. Probably a correlation there. So now, just in 2017 alone, I've had 159,000 visits to my blog. I've had 80,000 different individuals on my blog visiting, and a total of 313,000 page views in 2017 alone, right? Again, these numbers don't include these numbers, although these wouldn't really move the needle much there. But you're talking thousands upon thousands of percent increases in traffic numbers. The content that is driving these kind of individuals to my site, or attracting them to my site is probably a better phrase, is the same content I'm publishing up here, right? I'm taking the same YouTube content, I'm syndicating it to my blog, so when users search on Google for something like simple affiliate marketing funnel, my blog post about that shows up on the first page of Google, and my video shows up. And that user, whether they're a YouTuber or they like reading, they get to choose the content that's most in alignment with their learning style. And that's why this methodology works really well. Really cool thing to keep in mind here. On my blog, I have a pop-up that offers my free opt-in, which is how I'm growing my list. To me, on this channel and this platform, my ultimate goal is list growth. If you're running a business, and for my wife's business, that when I covered the numbers yesterday, or in the last video, excuse me, I did track how many new customers I have. So if you're selling something, or if you're doing affiliate marketing, or if you're in it for profit, you would want to be tracking the number of new customers you're getting, or the number of affiliate sales that you're creating. That's not the goal of this channel for me. My goal is to be the most helpful internet marketer in the world. So what I'm trying to do is grow my inner circle and bring people closer into my ecosystem, so I can email them more often to build the list. Eventually I might sell a book, and I know that bestsellers have large audiences to sell to. So I realize that growing my audience first and giving value to my audience first is how, when I do launch a book, I can sell thousands upon thousands upon thousands of copies on Amazon the day that it releases. It's because I've given a lot of value. So what were the numbers in the email list, since that is the most important metric for me in this business? Well, as of the first of the year, I had 0. I did not have a list. I actually looked in at my first opt-in page that I created, and I created that first opt-in page in early February. So when I did my entire 120-day challenge, I couldn't even think beyond the videos. Doing a video a day, every day for 120 days consecutively was such a monumental task for me. I was new to content creation. I had never published a video before when I got started. So literally just the act of forcing out and creating one video every single day, in addition to, continuing to run my day job, right? My wife's business and running the back end of that and the conversion optimization, et cetera, that was all I could take on. It wasn't until I shifted my kind of approach from daily videos to the marathon runner's pace that I was able to even create my first opt-in funnel, right? My first landing page. At this point, I'm on my 4th iteration of my landing page. I have the best converting opt-in available now. You can see it if you haven't seen it at milesbeckler.com/millions. But if you just visit any one of my blog posts at milesbeckler.com or the homepage, you'll see the pop-up. And that's why my list is growing now at a very, very noteworthy and exciting rate, is because I'm getting all of these visitors going to my website, and pretty much within a few seconds of them landing on my site for the first time, I show them a pop-up offering my free course that explains how I've created what I've created. And it's fairly compelling. It could be better. I'm not split testing the copy at all. Again, There's only so many things we can focus on as content marketers, and to me, the most important thing for me to do is this video here, is my video every week. And to be honest, I've got guests here. They're being quiet for me, thankfully, in the guest room. My wife is in the master bedroom right now, being quiet, waiting. We're gonna go out on an adventure. But I just wanted to paint the picture of, like, it's New Year's Day, it's a holiday, we've got guests, we were all up late last night, we have plans today, but I'm still carving out that time to tick this box, because this ticks this box, this generates more of this. And that is, this video is the big domino for me, right? And you gotta start the year off right, so here it is on the first of the year, and I'm recording for you, taking some time out of my day to share this with you. So what are the results? Where's my email list at? Well, at this point in time, as of this morning, I've got 3,200 unique subscribers, and I email them multiple times a week. I've had a lot of unsubscribes as well, and I've had a very large number of people who opt in and don't confirm their email address. I'm running a double opt-in list. If I was running a single opt-in list, I probably could have twice the amount of people there, but I assume that I would have a lot of fake people, which means when I send a broadcast email, it's going to go to a lot of fake email addresses, and that can actually hurt my deliverability. And deliverability is key for me, because my main goal is to give more value to these people than anyone else, to make sure that when I do at some point in the future have something I want to offer them, I've put enough goodwill out there that they're ready to take action. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're thinking that, wow, 3,200, that's really small, Miles. I was in an affiliate contest late last year. I believe it was October or November. I was up against people who have lists over 10 times the size of my list, and I took first place in that affiliate competition. It wasn't a published competition. There was no specific prize, but I'll tell you, affiliates like to be the #1 affiliate for certain products and certain platforms. And my list at that time was about 2,000, 2,200 people. I think it might actually have been 1,600 to 1,800 people. So I took first place out kind of promoting people who have 20,000 and 30,000 person list. Your list size is definitely kind of a vanity metric. It's much more about the engagement and the relationship you have with your list. There's people out there who say that the money's in the list, and that's a partial truth. The real truth is the money is in the relationship that you have with your list, and that comes from giving value. So the money in the business is truly in giving value to your list, because that's how you open yourself up to make the offers to your list, and that's ultimately where the money comes from. So this is where I'm at. This is where we're starting. So now I have a full head of steam coming into 2018. I'm really excited about my numbers here and here. Nothing's perfect. As I said, this video I'm publishing for you is a bit of a challenge for me right now. The process of creating the content on my blog is not dialed in as great as I would like it. It's still a bit of a challenge, and I'm not even split testing my opt-ins, right? I still have work to do here. So there's work to do, and there's always work to do. It's the same in my life and my business. But 1 year later, right? 500 subscribers, 40,000 subscribers. That's an 8-time increase right there. Actually, that's an 80-time increase right there. That's insane, right? Then from 11,000 views to 1.6 million views. I'm doing less work per week here than I was here. 60,000 minutes, 11,000 minutes viewed, right? All of these numbers from 3,700 visits to 159,000 visits. I'm not even actually doing this work. The content team creates the content. I get it over to my layout designer guy. He actually puts it in place right there for me. This is all I'm doing. So if I could kind of close with a little conclusion, I hope this is exciting. I think you can do this. Are your numbers going to be the exact same? Absolutely not. You're going to choose a separate niche. My wife's business has very different numbers, but they're all moving forward based on her main KPIs. Also, I'm a content creator in this state. If you're a writer, just write. Start there and figure out, put a system in place on how to get the YouTube videos out and how to turn it into a podcast, right? So it's really about taking consistent action. It's not about knowing all of the steps before you get started. It's definitely about getting started, taking action, and continuing to adapt as you move forward. And then the biggest trick to it all is sticking with it for months and years, and honestly, decades. That's where you create the kind of lifestyle business. That's where you create that, in my opinion, true wealth, true lifestyle freedom, true financial independence comes from the consistency of doing this for 8, 10 years straight. My wife and I, this is year 9 for our main business. This is year 2 for me, right? I have 1 full year and about 4 months. So I'm 16, 17 months in-ish at this point in time. And I'm going to continue to track these numbers. I'm going to do monthly updates on my YouTube channel. I'm going to continue to put out at least 3 videos per week. I'm really excited to do more live streams here on YouTube. I love doing live streams. I love answering your questions. And once things settle in from the holidays, I'm going to get more on a routine of that. And I hope you commit to publishing on a very regular basis yourself. And once you do, remember that the power's in the follow through. I don't care if you play baseball, golf, whatever it is, right? Like every sport, bowling, curling, whatever it is, the power is always in the follow through, right? There's form, there's approach, there's this. It's always, always, always in the follow through. So find that pace that works for you. Do an initial push that pushes you, that gets you out of your comfort zone to get you to become a content creator, right? Flip that switch. At the end of 120 days, I was addicted to putting out these videos for you. And then find that path, that marathon runner's pace, that tempo, that frequency, the oscillation that works for you, right? If it's 3 times a week and that's all you can do, and you can do that consistently for 3 to 5 years, do it. If you can do 5, right, Monday through Friday, you could put out a video every weekday, do it. Whatever you can do, and then stick with it for years on end, and you'll see these numbers turn into these numbers, and then these numbers continue to grow and continue to grow. YouTube's got 1 billion monthly active users. I'm not even scratching the surface of that, right? Like literally thousands of times more potential for me here. And I'm just going to stick with it slow and steady. I'm taking the tortoise approach here. I think it works. The ant versus the grasshopper. Be like the ant, my friend. If you don't know what that's a reference of, go look at the Aesop fable, the ant or the grasshopper, and it will make great sense. It's a perfect parable, a great story for life, for marketing, for income, for finances, everything. On that note, I've gotten a little tangential. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, give me a thumbs up here. If you know someone who's content marketing or thinking about content marketing, and you feel like this video would put a lot of perspective into where they're at or what they're doing, or whether it's a Facebook group or whatever, grab the URL from above, go share this video for me. I love it when you share my content. I thank you for that. Any questions for me on these numbers, on my approach, on what I'm doing, hit me in the comments below. Thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you get notified when my new videos come out. Do what you do, engage how you engage. I thank you for being you. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope you're excited to make 2018 your best year ever. Remember that these kinds of numbers happen from small things done over long periods of time. People who are selling you shit, trying to sell you products that you don't need, they try to make it sound like this shit happens overnight because you just use their system and all of a sudden, voila. And that isn't true. I guarantee those individuals followed a very similar path to this. It takes 10 years to make an overnight success. So dig in, roll up your sleeves, get to work, put in the work. You can do this. Yes, it takes time. Yes, you're jumping out into the unknown. But man, I'll tell you, it's so worth it in the end. When you get this kind of a business model working for you, this is the second time we have 2 of these working in our life, in our world now. I feel blessed. I feel truly blessed. And that's why I'm creating this content for you for free. I want to motivate you. I want to empower you. I want to teach you the nuts and bolts. That's what's here on the channel. So on that note, thank you. I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to go 4-wheeling. I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to go enjoy Sedona here with some friends. I hope you're enjoying your family, your friends, and whoever you're with today. And if you're working on your business, know that your future self will be grateful for these times that you take right now. I'm truly grateful for what I was doing 7, 8, 9 years ago, those long nights, those confused nights of not knowing how to install WordPress or fix this or get that to work the way I wanted. I persevered. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm sharing this with you today, is because I've persevered more than most people have. That's what it takes to create success online. Thanks again. #badass if you made it to the end. I'll catch you in the comments. I'll catch you on the next video, and I look forward to helping you make 2018 your breakout year. Thanks again. See you on the next video.